So today I wanted to talk about keeping things very sequenced and predictable by your prospects, and not leaving anything up to chance or making things appear random to your prospective clients, right? So obviously we do this in video, and I've been over that in previous videos, and I'll mention it again here in a moment. But even when a prospect, they come to your website and they're trying to decide, what should I do, or what should I read, how should I engage, what tabs should I click on, you want to have it be very much a breadcrumb trail. You want to lead them from one step to the next. You can even check out the Richter website, Richter10.2.com, and you'll see it's very, like, the flow of it is very, it guides a prospective client through even our different products, right? We have multiple products, but they're segmented off in such a way that when you're looking into them, it leads you from one step to the next to the next. So I mean, when you think about your own marketing content, you can think about things like, newsletters and maybe sales promo and PDFs that your salespeople send, or even your website and the different sections of it. And do these things come across as crystal clear? Like if you just took a step back and you looked at it just from the viewpoint of the prospect and they're arriving here, are they able to understand the language on the first, like from the beginning? Can they understand everything? Can they follow it all the way through? And does it make sense as they move through from one step to the next? When you send out a newsletter, is it just some new thing you happen to think of right then and bang out on the thing, or some new blog post or something like that? Or does it follow right along with the rest of your material? So this is just, this is obviously just sort of marketing 101 to a degree, but it bears repeating and thinking about and keeping in mind, because a lot of times we have successful actions and then they get dropped out over time. We all do that. It happens through life. Maybe it's just part of the game of life, is to drop out your successful actions and then rediscover them later. So hopefully at least some people viewing this are rediscovering something and going, oh, that's right, we should look back into this. Now with video content, right, we have a whole section of Richter that services our product or service called strategic relations. And so in this area we have the person who's in the lead in that area, our VP for that area, and she is very much into sequence and process. And she was just commenting to me earlier today that for a particular campaign we're running for a client, we're all, I'm chomping at the bit. I want to see it start to happen. I want to see the results of this thing. It's going to be fantastic. The client's going to be so happy. But the very first video in that sequenced content isn't ready yet. And she's not willing to violate the sequenced approach that we have, because it's happened before. And we know what happens when you violate a successful action is it derails the whole process and it doesn't create the effect you want. So we're going to get that first video done, which it's at the very end. It's going to be off the plate very soon, and then you do the next piece and the next piece to guide them through. Now our process largely includes like the value proposition to pique interest, a video to explain, to get more in depth on a product, an objection handling video to handle reservations or concerns, and then confidence building material like a case study or testimonial. And there are many more pieces to fit in, but it's that breadcrumb trail. It's this piece, and it leads you over here, and then it leads you over to the next, and it leads you to the next, and so on. So the prospect really doesn't have to think, what should I be reading next? What should I be engaging next? What should I be watching next? They're just sort of led through that process. So it bears just looking at your own content, your own marketing materials, and seeing if I'm in the prospect's shoes, is my experience that I can just sort of, just walk right on through. It'd be like being led through like Disneyland or Disney World, right? The whole thing, it just guides you right through from one place to the next. There's a roadmap. It's all crystal clear. You don't have to think much about it. You can just enjoy yourself and enjoy your time, which is what you came to do. And in your case, it would be to discover your services and products and the things that person needs specifically. Even if you have multiple products, it should be laid out. A roadmap should be right there. And whatever next tab on your website or whatever next materials you're sending out shouldn't be any mystery to you or them. So anyway, just food for thought for this week, and so I hope that helps. Again, successful actions often drop out, and it bears repeating a few things, so I thought I'd just bring this topic up. Okay, that's all.